Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Eight-Sided blog. This is Tennyson E Stead, the writer and director of Quantum Theory, one of the founding members of Eight-Sided Films. And in the American media lately, we have observed an increasing trend amongst celebrities to blame other media figures and to blame the audience when they feel they are experiencing abuse. I am talking here about T-Bag, our president-elect. And one of the things that this brings up for me is the degree of our accountability when it comes to how our relationship with our audience is working. When you fill a room full of people and you speak to them, you're taking accountability and you're taking responsibility for the experience that those people are having, okay? So, one of the things that we have to be constantly aware of, because actually, regardless of whether or not T-Bag is actually being abused, it does happen that abusive relationships develop between audience members and celebrities of various descriptions, and certainly leaders. And part of the challenge of filling that room full of people is understanding that as the person who is bringing all those other people together and as the person who is providing the defining element of those people's relationships with one another, we have to take accountability for the degree to which our relationship with those people is abusive. And part of that can mean establishing ground rules with the audience about how we communicate with one another. And part of it can be expressing our needs clearly and making sure that our needs are getting met in that relationship so that we don't wind up in a place where we're not making decisions from a structured and balanced position, okay? Maintaining personal health is a big deal. And as you do all of those things, you afford yourself more room to work when it comes to how you present the overall relationship to the audience that you're building. In other words, when you bring people into those rooms, the healthier you are, the more balanced you are, the more responsibility and control you take over the environment that you're bringing those people into, the more firm you can be in making sure that whatever ground rules need to be observed are actually being observed. And it's even okay to send people out of that room. It's okay to tell people who's a member of the audience and who's not, because you are responsible for the safety of everybody in there because you brought them together. And you're responsible for your own safety because if you're not, you can't be responsible for their safety. Does that make sense? So ultimately, we have got to make sure as leaders that we maintain a grip on the interactions that we allow other people to take with us, because by the time we're complaining about those interactions, it's already too late. You see, if we're talking to an audience about how they're mistreating us, we've already lost control of the situation and they're no longer our audience because we've lost control of the situation. The audience is only an audience as long as you're the person on stage maintaining responsibility for the well-being of the community in front of you. The second you lose the maintenance of that accountability and responsibility, what you have is no longer an audience, what you have is a mob. And mobs do have a mind of their own. They will go and do their own thing. So, get in front of that and do whatever it takes to get in front of that. Take care of yourself. Make sure you understand what your needs are. Take the time to know what your needs are. Make sure that you're putting in the work it takes to keep those needs fulfilled. Make sure that if you need something from the audience to keep your relationship working with them, that you deal with that right up front, that you're completely transparent about it, and that you demand it at the door so that nobody gets into the room who hasn't given what you need from them, whether it's money, whether it's respect, whatever the case may be. Right? And it's okay to screw it up. It's okay to learn these things partially through practice. But the larger your audience is, the more accountable you have to be. So don't practice in front of, millions and millions of people. Build up to that. Be good at it by the time you're in charge of that many people. Okay? And this is advice I can give to Teabag just as much as I can give it to anybody else. But it's important to keep in mind that we are the only person who's accountable for our relationship with the audience, because we're the person who brought that audience together. We brought all those specific people together. We introduced them to one another, and we made them a community. That makes us a leader. So we've got to lead actively. I think that's the end of this blog. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you very much for your support. And subscribe. If you like these videos, these 8-sided blog videos, or if you like some of the content that we have on the 8-sided films site besides, check out our web series. We have a new web series just getting ready for production now. We've got the Starmind record. We've got all our David Allen Rifkin, Smoking Hollywood blogs. Look around, see what's going on with 8-sided films. We've got some movies in the works that we're very excited to show you, and and let us know what you want to see from us. Leave comments. Talk to us and subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button right down here. If you like this video, give us a like. Give us a little thumbs up. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.